Welcome back to MyFoxPhilly.com. I'm meteorologist David Aldrich. So glad you could join us. Well, Saturday turned out to be pretty quiet. Outside of a few isolated showers in Lancaster County, it's been quiet. Philadelphia, just a few scattered clouds. Let's take it back to the storm damage. In fact, one of our bloggers right here on MyFoxPhilly.com sending us in his pictures. Brian Donegan, also known as B-Don, a future meteorologist, as I understand, took some pictures of the cleanup. Boy, it's going to have to continue through probably through the rest of the weekend, but a lot of tree damage. These trees came down with a fury, but there has been no reports of tornadoes, according to the National Weather Service. With trees in the middle of the road, obviously it makes passing a little bit harder and certainly maybe playing some basketball. But look at this. This tree came down. There's a stop sign there to give you some perspective, but the winds were strong enough to uproot trees, take down some wires and power lines, and certainly have some damage to the roofs that these trees came in contact with. But again, no reports of a tornado from Friday's event. Of course, it gives some kids and families something to look at. Now, we will see some damage, I think, tomorrow, that being Sunday, and some areas may find damaging wind and also some hail. But that was July 31st. Let's take a look at July in review. We had 4 days at 90 or higher. Compare that to July of 08, 11 days, and 7 days in July 2007. The normal is about 8, so we've come on a little bit cooler than normal. In fact, close to 2 degrees, about a degree and a half or to 2 degrees below normal for July. August 1st, a little bit on target. In fact, 86 degrees was our high, 68 the low, so a near normal day. The record was set back 7 years ago when the temperature was 99 in the afternoon in 2002. Let's look ahead to Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Yes, we will see some showers and storms. I think the best chance will come between 1 and 4 in the afternoon. That's the main event. We could get some scattered showers or isolated activity overnight tonight, but it does drop off significantly Monday and Tuesday with a 20% chance for a shower or storm. Sunday, it does look pretty soggy at times with a 60% chance in the Poconos, pop-up storms at 74, and looking ahead down the shore, an afternoon storm, less of a chance at 40%, but the ocean temperature in the 70s. So what is going on? Another cold front. Yes, the one that came through on Friday is off the coast, but this one's coming in from the Ohio Valley. So by 4 o'clock on Sunday, between 1 and 4, I think we have a chance to find some pockets of damaging wind, maybe some hail, and even some torrential rain. But 85 degrees, and it's going to be very humid. Now this system will be stalling off the coast by Monday at 4, 89 degrees, and I think this could be the start, if we hit 90, could be the start of our first summer heat wave. Remember, we hit 3 days at 90 back in April, but that was springtime. Then we look at the hot sun on Tuesday at 93, so an isolated storm may fire up along the Chesapeake River or Chesapeake Bay area and maybe swing in here, but we'll watch it closely. But 93 would actually match the hottest temperature of the year so far. That would be Tuesday. Tonight, partly cloudy, some fog, an isolated thunderstorm, 64 to 69, so we could get wet tonight and early tomorrow. But the main event will be the afternoon. I'm thinking 1 to 4, the best time to see these storms really fire up. Hail and wind a possibility, 81 to 85, and with dew points 70 to 75, it will feel tropical. How about the 5-day forecast? 89 on Monday, 93 on Tuesday, 91 on Wednesday. So 1 degree could mean the difference if this goes according to plan. 1 degree shy of a heat wave for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And again, a chance for about a 20% chance for a storm on Wednesday. But if you don't like the humidity, Thursday and Friday are your days. The humidity will fall into the basement. It'll feel very comfortable. So 85 on Thursday will not be anything like the 85 on Sunday because of the dew points that are much higher here and much lower here. Overnight lows in the low to mid 60s by Thursday night into Friday. Let's talk about the August trend, the 7th right through the 11th. Temperatures will generally be in the 80s, but less humid. This is another pick day of the week on Friday the 7th. But then the humidity comes back. We're stormy on the 8th, and it looks like we'll get some sunshine as that front moves away on Sunday with the Phillies rounding out their series with the Florida Marlins. And look at this, more storms potentially there on the 11th. If you missed any of this, and of course you want to keep it right here on MyFoxPhilly.com, Ultimate Doppler at your fingertips during the day on Sunday. In the meantime, I'm meteorologist David Aldrich. Thanks for joining us.